Welcome to tonight's recap of Big Brother 15.
Oh my god, Aaron and Caitlin are on the block.
Do you know, like, where I could get Starbucks?
No, but I know you can get a smoothie.
Okay,
Right.
So that was not
Totally unrelated.
So Aaron marched right up to Judd's HOH room and was like, did I twist something? Why am I the tornado twister or whatever? Texas tornado.
You're the pawn. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. It's okay.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, it's cool. You're not in danger, whatever. And she's just like...
Yeah. Howard told me I wasn't in danger, but... So we went back to the other hens to tell them everything's...
Why Howard?
Cool. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's J-U-D-D. This is a mess.
Party.
Amanda wants to backdoor Howard, so she's like, you know what? This is fine. These nominations or whatever, we can backdoor Howard.
And Alyssa's getting a little bit upset. She's getting a lot upset, okay?
She usually gets the MVP, so she knows when she should be called to get it, and she's not.
And Amanda knows something's up because Alyssa's making the face like she's got to do a number 2.
She walks in the room, she's like, she's McCraying.
Yeah. And everyone realizes that she's useless without the MVP, including her. I know.
So Spencer and Howard are outside scheming, and they're like, we should, like, make a new alliance because we don't have one now.
Yeah, they need an outside alliance to go and defeat McManda and Helissa. So they try and talk to Gina Marie, excuse me.
It's Gina Marie, or Vagina Marie,
right.
Caitlin, and Judd.
Right. And he tells this story about ants and grasshoppers. The ants are really small, but those grasshoppers are afraid of them because there's so many of them.
Right.
So they need a crew.
So they're like, yeah, let's do that.
I want to be the ant.
All right. So Helen is speculating that maybe America is the MVP this week.
Possibly you, America? So, the MVP votes for Alyssa. Yes.
Is Alyssa.
To go up on the block.
So Aaron's like, shocker.
Alright, so then they also pick the other people who are playing in the veto, and that is McCray and Helen.
And Andy's the host.
Love that.
So excited.
He's such a good host.
So, after finding out that Alyssa is the MVP nominee, everyone is confused and paranoid.
Very paranoid, but no one is more paranoid than Alyssa herself.
She's like, guys, this is not fun.
I want to go home.
And then people are like, did she nominate herself? What's the deal?
Yeah, Caitlin was like, if she nominated herself, this would probably be the best move that she's ever made in the game so far.
Caitlin was talking about how it was so obvious that Alyssa nominated herself. Come on! But then again, this is coming from the girl who wanted to stay on the block last week so that Jeremy could stay.
Alright, well, everyone's really, really paranoid. I mean, really paranoid. Including Alyssa, again, because she's walking up to rando people and being like, why'd you nominate me? You're the MVP, why'd you nominate me?
Gina Marie came up to give her a hug and she was like, please stop.
Yeah. But then when Gina Marie was like, I swear on the Bible, and of course she was like, please don't do that. She's like, all right, well then it was Aaron. Right?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Time for the POV competition, and it's veto election, hosted by Yankee Doodle D. Andy.
Nice. So there is a giant mud pit in the backyard, and methinks they made the mud with poo-poos.
Ew, I don't think they actually did.
With like peat moss, which is like old doo-doos from animals.
Well, they have to go in the mud and find these ballots, and the ballots have points on them.
But they also have punishments and rewards.
Some of them, not all.
Right.
So they have to go through those and decide what they're going to discard and what they're actually going to use, but they can only pick 4 to use.
Right. So, let's just get right to the results. Besides the fact that it was doo-doo that they were fishing around in there.
So Helen had 29 votes, but she also had an 8 p.m. curfew. I was trying to hold a yawn back.
Okay.
And you messed up my words. She has an 8 p.m. curfew for 2 nights.
That's pretty good. But Caitlin and Aaron, they had 20. Caitlin had 25. Aaron had 32. But they had no punishments or rewards, so they didn't really have enough votes to beat Helen. Now McCray, he didn't have enough votes either, but he didn't care because he won $5,000.
Wow, he said he could buy like 2,500 pizzas with that. I don't know how much they charge for pizza in Minnesota, but it's
That
not
adds up to
$2 here.
with no tip for you, McCray.
Maybe he's talking frozen pizzas, but if you're working at a pizzeria...
Why would you eat frozen pizzas when you can have it fresh?
It just doesn't make sense!
You could say you dropped it on the floor and just eat it.
Where's the logic?
I
All right.
don't know.
So, Judd beat out Helen with 38 votes, but he had to spend 24 hours in alarm clock solitary confinement.
Which means the alarm went off every 9 minutes.
Ah!
It was kind of like Lost, but it would have been cooler if he had to have been like
4,
with it enough
8,
to put in the code.
15?
Right. Well, the winner of the veto with 40 votes was Paranoid Alyssa.
Yay for Alyssa, but she can't
Whatever.
compete in the veto next week. Sorry.
Well, Jean Marie was like, "You're stupid. You're gonna go home next week because you can't save yourself with a veto, girl."
Oh, Gina Marie.
All right.
So let's talk about solitary for a few minutes.
He got some bread. He got some slop. He got a camping toilet in the corner.
Gross.
It wasn't even up on a little pedestal. He had to like sit on the floor and do his business.
I'm hoping he was holding his poops for 24 hours.
I'm hoping. So the snooze alarm went off every 9 minutes. I think we saw on BBAD that there was one point when he didn't even get up to get it. It was going off for a long time.
He very easily could have slept through that alarm, and he did quite a few times, but I think Big Brother was like, you need to turn it off.
Right. So, and the only other person who got the punishment besides Alyssa was Helen, and that was the curfew.
It was so nice to have 2 nights with Helen going to bed early, because every time she opens her mouth, she's like, blah, 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 blah. These are all the secrets, blah, blah, blah.
Duh. All right, so it's McCray's 24th birthday in the house, and everyone says, "Hey, you two are doing it. Why don't you do something sexy for his 24th birthday?"
Let's just clarify, that means Amanda.
Yeah. So she's like,
Important plot points here.
"All right, I'm gonna give him a lap dance in front of everyone."
Oh my god, whose bathing suit is that?
It's mine.
You brought a one piece? Who are you?
I'm Amanda.
Well, who even makes a one piece?
Well, Goodwill, because that's where I bought it.
No offense to like people who wear one pieces, but I would never wear one of those things ever.
Oh, great. Well, thanks.
You look like you're working at a strip club.
Well, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. McCray! All right, so they tied up McCray. He got 24 spanks from Tranny Manda, and the reason why I call her that is because we saw a little spoof online of Rocky Horror where...
No, it was actual video footage of this event.
Right.
With the song Sweet Transvestite
Right.
playing.
Well, yeah, it was like a spoof of Rocky Horror. It was a mashup of Big Brother Rocky Horror, and she was Frankenfurter.
Sure.
She made a great Frankenfurter, too, I have to say.
Alyssa was very unhappy about the whole situation, especially that one piece. But methinks there was some booze fueling a little feud between Alyssa and Amanda that night.
Yes, absolutely. And it ended up in a very tearful McManda scene in the toilet. All right. It's time
It's
for...
McCray.
She hates me, McCray.
Yeah, so let's talk about the veto meeting.
All right. She's using it on her.
You keep saying, like, she, they.
She won it.
She meaning Alyssa.
Yes. She's using it, baby.
Okay. So Gina Marie is the new MVP
Vagina, please.
nominee. And she's like, Most valuable player.
She ain't hiding like no little cockroach.
Oh, Gina Marie.
Cock-a-roach.
Every time she says something, I
actually.
just want to say, oh, Gina Marie.
I know. She's special. So one of these guys is going home tomorrow. And they're all girls, by the way. So one of them's going home. Methinks it's probably going to be Caitlin. She is the biggest threat in the house, but guess you'll just have to tune in to find out. And until tomorrow, much love.